This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. Today, we have to do the project setup in your laptop. Okay, so we know that we're going to be, getting the data from the OLTP system, and we have to, dump the data or load the data to the staging server. I'm going to be, giving few files today, so that you have to download from the Gmail, and in your gmail.com you will be able to find out oltp folder. Okay, so you need to download from your Gmail, and you will be able to find a oltp, a zipped folder like this. I would have sent you this, and you please download from the Gmail. And after downloading, this may be available in your downloads folder. Okay, now, from the downloads folder, you will be able to download from the Gmail. Then what you do, you copy this and you go to C drive and create a new folder by clicking on this, create a new folder. You can create a folder called TARDIS. Now, inside that, you should be able to paste that. Okay. So this is a zipped folder. You right click on this and say extract here. When you extract here, you should be able to find out OLTP, and you have these files. Okay, so now there is a file which is duplicated. So this file is the same file here, right? So this is 97 2003 format. This is latest format. So you please delete this file first. If you have, you can delete. Otherwise, don't worry about it. So these are the files we needed. So these are the Excel files, and this is a backup file, and we have one more backup file. So all these are available in your C drive. Go to TARDIS, go to OLTP, and here you should be able to have everything. Now what I have to create, now according to our diagram, we have to create a TARDIS database. So in our SQL server, you connect it to SQL server, you open SQL server. Now SQL server may be like this, you need to expand it. So now you should be able to open. You don't have any OLTP database name, right? The OLTP database name is called TARDIS. Now that is what I'm going to be restoring now. So now what you do, you simply right click on this, say restore database. Now choose device. Now click on dot dot dot. Now click on add. Now you take the scroll bar up. So it will be somewhere down like this. You need to take this up. You can get the C drive. Click on the C drive. You should be able to find out TARDIS. Double click on this. Double click on OLTP. You will be able to get a TARDIS.bak file, right? So choose that file and choose this. Click on OK. Now you may get some kind of an error sometimes if you click on OK. So what you do, you click on options. So you check override existing database. Clear? So from general tab, you have to click on options. So make sure that override existing database is clicked, and make sure that this is also clicked. Am I clear? So from here, you simply click on this, choose this, click on OK. You should be able to get, okay, database restored successfully message. Click on OK, so that you are able to get the OLTP database now that is available in your laptop. Now this is what is called OLTP database. Now in our diagram, so this server is going to be having a database. Now the database is called OLTP database, that is TARDIS, and we could get few Excel files. Now these Excel files are available here. So where are these available? The Excel files are available. So in this location, C TARDIS OLTP, one is this and one is this. And this one I have taken, I have restored here. Now when you go and you simply click on this and refresh, you should be able to get TARDIS and open this. Now we have a lot of files which are available, lot of tables which are available. So we cannot work on all the tables because it will take minimum 2 to 3 years, right? So we are going to be taking only few tables from here, and we're going to be creating a data warehousing. Clear? So if you wanted to take the data from here. Okay. So this is what is called database I have. Now, this is what is called OLTP environment I'm talking about. In the OLTP environment, I am getting the data from the TARDIS database. That is one thing. And I am also have a couple of files in the C drive, right? In the C drive, there's a folder called OLTP TARDIS folder. And I have OLTP. I have a couple of Excel files in this, right? So, and this is what is called my TARDIS database. Now, what we should do, we have to extract the data from here, and we have to extract the data from here. All the data we are going to be dumping into one more, you know, one more place. This is what is called staging database. Okay, this database is not available. We have to create one more database. This is what is called OLTP environment. We have these two things. I have given it to you. Now we have to create a staging database. Now the database name is called TARDIS underscore stage. In the real time, these are available in different servers, and these are available in the different server. But unfortunately, we cannot maintain different servers in your laptops, right? So what you do in your SQL server, you have to go and you should be able to create one more database. The database is called TARDIS stage database. Now, how to create that? Simply you right click on this and say new database, or you can also say, new query window. You can create the database with the help of a command, right? So how to create a database, I think you know. So you can say create database, so TARDIS underscore stage. Go. Okay. Before creating the database, you say use master and go. So this is how, whenever you create a new database, you need to say use master go and create database TARDIS. You should not have a space like this. You need to give like this and make sure that first letter is capital. So creating like this is invalid. So I'm clearly telling you, you have to follow proper naming conventions. Okay, guys. So the next step is that first I have restored, I got the OLTP database in my SQL server. This is step number one. Step number two, I supposed to create one more database. I go to my SQL server, I execute, I write these commands, I try to execute them. Now command completed successfully, fine. Now you go and refresh. You should be able to get one more stage database and you don't have any tables in this. It is a blank one. Am I clear? So this is a step number two. Please do this step and execute by clicking on this button, or you can simply say F5. You click and press F5 so that you should be able to do this step as well. And make sure that you have OLTP database and you have staging database. Clear? So from the staging later, so later we're going to be creating one more database that is called TARDIS DW. That we're going to be doing on Monday, not today. So today you have to, set up only the source and the staging server databases only. Am I clear? So once it is done, have you done this, guys? Please check. Have you created this? If you're not able to give this, simply right click, say new database. You give the name here. Okay. So simply you say TARDIS underscore stage and click on OK. So this is another way to create a database. So I strongly recommend you write these two scripts and click on execute button so that you should be able to have the TARDIS database. Once you run this, make sure you go and refresh like this. Hope you have done that. Clear? So everybody's done this. Now I have TARDIS and I have this. The next step is that what we should do. We have a lot of tables in it. I don't want to take all the tables and work now, because if I'm start doing that, it will take 2 to 3 years of time. So we are going to be taking only a couple of tables and we started working on that. So what are the tables I'm going to be using? This is available in the PPT. So the step number one, load the data to the staging. So from the Excel and SQL server, we're going to be loading data to the staging. Now This is what I have done. Restore the TARDIS from backup file, that we have done it. Create a database TARDIS stage using the script. This is also we have done it. Clear? Now, what are the tables that we're going to be using? Remember, we are going to be using policy table, revenue type, finance.currency, transaction type. These four tables are coming from, or coming from where? Database. Let me go to database. Now, after creating this, now you can close this window, right? Now you can open new query window. You say use TARDIS, say go. So that means you're pointing to TARDIS database. What are the tables that I have to work now? So remember, we're going to be working on few tables, not all tables. First table is called policy table. So you can say select star from the name of the table is called policy. So you should be able to find this table when you come down. This is my TARDIS database. Now when you come down, you should be able to find out a policy table. Clear, guys? So peril, so there is a policy table. So this is the table I am going to be using. So this is the data I am going to be using. So when you come down, we have 1,000 rows. Okay. So total number of rows, you can see 1,000 rows are available. So you can write how many rows are available here. 1,000 rows are available in this table. The first table I'm going to be using from the TARDIS database is this database. Clear? So you just write like this, and you should be able to get the data from this table and execute this first. Okay, after executing it, you should be able to execute this command. So number of rows are 1,000. So this is the first one we're going to be using. The second table is called revenue type. So now I say the second table I'm going to be using, say, revenue type. Okay, so you should be able to have the correct spelling. So revenue type also, I think we should be able to get somewhere here. So revenue type, this is the table. If you're not able to type properly, simply drag and drop this. Now you can execute like this. That is also no problem, but make sure that you're pointing to TARDIS database. Some people, they will be pointing to some other database and they'll execute. Then they will get this message. They'll say invalid object name revenue type. So that means they are not pointing to proper database. Click. So this is the data table that we're going to be using. I have only two rows, not much more here. So only we have two rows, and this is very, very important table, guys. Okay. You can remove DBO and everything, simply say revenue type. Right? So this is the second table I'm going to be using. The next table that you need to use finance.currency. So let me simply type as it is or copy these two tables. Control C. I will send this, PPT to you. So you will be able to get everything from there. So the next two tables are this one. So let me copy paste, and you say, this is one more table I'm going to be using. So this table, I have three currencies, but we're going to be inserting some more data later stage. Okay. We're going to be inserting some more rows in this table. Then the next, this one is that we're going to be using a transaction type. Clear? So these are the tables I have. I have only one row as of now, but we are going to be, inserting a lot of data later. So these are the tables I'm going to be taking as of now from this. Now, after that, we have to get the data from Excel sheets. Okay. So what are the tables that we are going to be using from Excel? One is called policy section, policy coverage, premium, limit, and deduction. Okay. I had given you two Excel sheets, right? So one is called section, and the next one is called coverage, deduction, premium, limit. Okay. So if you remember, policy section means it is a section, a Excel sheet that you can use. And we have one more Excel sheet that is going to be having all this data. Okay. So we have one Excel and we have this is second Excel. The second Excel is going to be having all these sheets. We have to get the data, and all the data from here, it has to go where? It has to go to the staging. Clear? So that is what we're going to be doing it later. Now, when you go to OLTP, so you should be able to find out section. We have a lot of data here, lot of data is available in this, and all this data we should be able to send it to the staging area. This is one more thing that we should do. And one more thing, we have to take this sheet and we should be able to get coverage data, reduction data, limit data, premium data, all this data available, premium, limit, reduction, coverage, all the data is available from this sheet only. So all the four tables data that you should be able to get it from the Excel. Okay. So remaining, data you are going to be getting from the Excel. Clear? Now, how to dump the data? Now all the data you have to dump where in this? Clear? For the dumping purpose, we're going to be using SSIS project. SSIS project you need to create now. And with the help of SSIS project, we have to perform the ETL operation. So all the data we're going to be dumping. You have to create so one package for this table, one package for this table, one more package for this table, one more package for this table. You have to create, plus we have to create. These are the five tables, right? From the Excel also we're getting, and for all these things we should be able to create separate packages, and all the data we should be able to dump where. So we should be able to dump all the data to the staging. Clear? Now, so these are the tables I'm going to be using: policy, revenue type, finance.currency, transaction type, policy section, policy coverage, premium, limit, and deduction. Total 9 tables. These are 5 and these are 4. Clear? Now, how to load the data? For loading purpose, we're going to be using SSIS project. So now the next step is that I have to create now, what is that we should do? So now let me create the next step. Okay. Now create a SSIS project. So this is what is the next step that we should be able to do. That is what I'm going to be doing. Project name also you have to know. The project name is, you can say SSIS underscore, TARDIS. Okay. Or you can say TARDIS underscore stage. Okay. So that means what? It is SSIS project and we are loading data to the TARDIS stage. So this is a project name. So that is what we're going to be doing. Clear? So what all we have done? We did not do anything. Simply we have restored this database. We have created a blank database. And after that, we have simply, taken these four and executed. We have the data and we have also ensured that the data is available here. Now, the next step is that we are going to be creating an SSIS project. So how to do that? You have to go to start. So you should be able to find out this one, right? So, or you can say dev environment. So you would have installed the software, 2017, 2019 software. You should be able to get SQL Server Data Tools or Visual Studio, or simply click on this button. Click. So when you click on this button, you will be opening a Visual Studio. Simply go to File, New, Project. Okay. So by seeing the video, you should be able to do it either today or tomorrow. Clear? So follow the video and you should be able to do it. If you get any kind of an issues, you can call me anytime. Sir, I'm getting this issue, I'm not able to load the data, I don't have the software. Whatever be the issue, you can just call me anytime. Or when we connect tomorrow, you should be able to ask, sir, I'm not able to do this, I'm not able to do this, whatever be the issue, that you can just tell me. So what we are now doing, we are now creating one SSIS project. The project name, you should follow the same thing, SSIS underscore TARDIS underscore stage. Now how to do that? So click on this, go to file, new project. Clear? Now make sure that you have a business intelligence. Expand this. You will be able to see integration services here. Now choose the first one, integration services project. Okay. So how did I come here? So simply go to file, new project. So first day, it may be, the basic things, but slowly we'll, do the complex things. Clear? Integration services. Click on this one. Give the meaningful name. What is the name? SSIS underscore TARDIS underscore stage. The same name which I've given, you have to follow. Capitals, the first letter is the capital here. Here everything is capital. The first letter is capital. You need to follow the naming convention without fail. If you're not following the naming conventions, then definitely the people will come to know that you are not a real time guy, you are a fake guy. Am I clear? So where I would like to store this project, you click on the browse. Let me go to this PC. Now you have C drive. Now go to TARDIS. Now inside this, you choose this TARDIS. Now click on select this folder. So this is the project going to be created in the C drive. Click on OK. Make sure that you're clicking on this and clicking on this and give the name. Choose this. Go to browse. Go to C drive. Right. Go to C drive and double click on TARDIS. That's it. Select this folder. Now it is there. Click on OK. Now it's going to be creating a project for you. Clear? So what project it's going to be creating? It is going to be creating SSIS project. So that is also we have done. You are going to be getting a single package in this. Clear? Now first what we need to do, we have to load the first table data. What is the first table? The first table is called policy table. Clear? So this table data we have to load it. Now what I do, we have to load the data to the staging, create 9 packages. I told you, right? For each table, you have to create a package. The naming convention you need to have stage load policy.dtsx. Okay. The first table is called policy. What I'm trying to do, already I have a package, or you can right click on this, take a new package. Okay. You can just rename this. So what is the naming convention? You see, the naming convention is like this. I have clearly stated. I'll send this PPT to you. Don't worry. Stage underscore load policy. You can just rename. This will be stage underscore load P capital policy dot DTSX. Okay, this is the first one. Then like that, you can create one more. The second table would be, what is the second table? Second table will be revenue type. So the naming convention would be the same thing. What is the naming convention that we should follow? So you can say the first naming convention is uh, stage underscore load policy dot DTSX. Okay. What is the second one that you need to follow? So simply take and here load revenue type. That's it. Revenue T capital type. Now like that, you should be able to give this kind of a naming conventions whenever you create a package. Clear? Right click on this and you say rename and control V. So stage underscore load revenue type, or you can type on your own like that and you can rename. So I don't want to create, but let me do it, do this first completely. Then we can create some more packages. Now I have taken new package and after taking you rename it, double click on this. Now, if the toolbox is not opened, so you need to click on this button. If the solution explorer is not opened, if something is not open, everything is closed like this is also closed like this. If you click on this button, you can get this toolbox. And if you go to view menu, click on solution explorer, you will be able to get this window. Clear? So first I'm going to be loading, where is the data for policy? It is available in the TARDIS database. Now you go to the control flow, drag and drop data flow task. Right? You know how to do the SSIS, right? Everybody should know. Otherwise, you cannot start this project. You better learn SSIS first, then jump on to this. So I am assuming that everybody knows SSIS. People who are doing this project. So you go to control flow, drag and drop this, double click on this. Now I have to get the data from the database. Clear? So I have to choose OLEDB as a source because I have to get the data from where? I have to get the data from policy. Policy is available in the TARDIS database. Now I have to choose this. Okay. Now drag and drop OLEDB source, double click on this. Now click new. You need to create a connection. Click new. And if you have something, you delete them. Click new. Server name, you need to enter a dot. Dot means local SQL server. In your laptop, you have installed SQL server. If you wanted to connect to that, you can give server name as dot, and you can say test connection. It should get succeeded. Then everything is fine. Here, I would like to choose TARDIS is my source. Choose that. And now everything is perfectly fine. Once more, you check it. Click on OK. Now click on OK. Clear? So I am able to read the data, table or view. I can get the data from the TARDIS database and what table I should use it. So all the tables you can get it. So whatever be the table list that you have it here, the same list, sorry, not here in the TARDIS. The same list will be shown to you, but you have to come down and select your table. Your table name is called policy. Come down slowly, come down, come down. There is a policy table, right? If you're not able to get the policy table, then you can also do one more thing. You can simply go here, SQL command. You can write this command. What is the command? This is the command. Copy the command and you simply go, instead of a table or view, you can choose this command and write this command as well. So you can get all the data. So this is also perfectly fine, right? So you can either choose like this or you can write like this. So all these columns, these are the columns we have it. So a lot of columns are available. So click on OK. Okay. Now you rename, this is what is called source underscore TARDIS. Clear? Source underscore TARDIS. Now this is a TARDIS. Now what I do, I wanted to take the data from where? From TARDIS to where? To the TARDIS stage. So this is also a database. Now I wanted to dump everything as it is to the destination. You take OLEDB destination, you take the blue pipe and connect it and double click on this. Now here you have to connect a new, click on new. You should be able to choose dot as a local server. The database name is called TARDIS state. That means TARDIS data has to go to the TARDIS stage. Clear? Test connection. Click on OK. Now click on OK. Now here, make sure that it may be selected like this, but you make sure you're going to be selecting a table or view fast load. So all the data is going to go to staging database. But now I don't have any tables. When you click on a button, I don't have any tables. Okay. So you can create a table here itself. When you click on the new button, it's going to be creating a new table. Okay. So click on the new. So a table script is going to come here. The naming convention is like this. You need to follow stage. Remember this, stage underscore policy. So this is the naming convention you need to follow. Create a table. Click on this one. Click on mappings. Click on OK. Now what is the table namings? So stage table names I am going to be writing here. Stage underscore policy. That is a table name. You should be able to rename this. You can say this is what is called a destination, or you can say target. This is TARDIS underscore stage. Okay. So you have a source. When you double click on it, dot and TARDIS. And when you double click on this, these are, TARDIS underscore stage. Now, for all these packages, for all the packages, the source and destination will not change. Source is the TARDIS, destination is TARDIS stage. So what we can do, I wanted to use these connections everywhere. In the second package also, I should not create the connections. Automatically, I should get these connections. So what we can do, we can create a connections as a project connection managers. So what we do, I simply right click on this. I say convert to project connection. So this connection which is a local now, which is will it is going to go here. Okay. Now see what happens if I create a new package. If I create a new package, everything is a blank. Nothing will be there, right? This is my new package. But what I do, I go to the old one. I right click on this. I say convert it to project connection. Now this is your project connection now, and now it is saying project connection. Now this is also right click and say convert into project connection. So if you open all the packages, open this one, you will be able to get this one and this one. If you go, you should be able to see this one and this one. If you go, you should be able to get this one and this one. If you create a new package, if you create a new package also, you should be able to get this one already created. Clear? So if you wanted to use the same source and same destination, what you do, you create once. You create once in any other package. Now later what you do, you go to that package, you say right click on this and say convert it to project connection. So this is going to go here. So tomorrow if you wanted to modify a server name, tomorrow if you want to modify something, you should be able to modify it here. Every packages are going to be referring these two connections only. You need not create every time connections. That is what is the advantage. Clear? So now this has become a project connection. Now I have done. Now what I do, I go to this. Now this is my load policy. Right click on this, say close all but this. So I will say click on yes. All of them have been closed. Only I am planning to run this. So this is the one I have created. Now we can say, you can rename. What it is doing? It is doing load, okay, load data to policy table. So this is what it is going to be doing. You can write rename like this, and when you go, it is going to be loading the data. Simply save and click on start button. You make sure that you don't have any data in the staging. Now I go, you will be able to find out one table now. The table is called staging policy. Okay, now you say use TARDIS and stage. Guys, you need to follow simply like this and check. Say go, and you say select star from the table name. You can remove all of the DBOs and everything. This we have created the table. It doesn't have any data. It is blank. Now have you seen this? Now you go, you click on the start button. Clear, guys? Now we are loading the data we have created now. Now you should be able to, load the data to this. Clear, guys? Now this is how you should be able to load. Now everything is perfectly fine. You can stop this. Now you go execute this command. You can get 1,000 rows which are available. But now if I execute the package once more, I go and try to execute the package once more. What happens? Again, 1,000 rows you're able to get to the destination table. You will have duplicated data in the destination table. When you go and execute this, now you see 2,000 rows are available now. If you execute once more, the same data will get copied multiple times. So stage should not have duplicated data because you're executing and now this time you have 3,000 data. Now what we should do? Whenever you load the data to the staging, what you do? You have to truncate the data and load the data. So you need to say truncate a table name. So what is the table name? So this is the table name. You should truncate this first. So for the truncating purpose, I take this command copy. You go before loading, what I do, drag and drop execute equal task, double click on this, connect it to the destination because you should not delete the data in the source. Destination table is giving duplicates. You choose the connection. Now you go click on this and copy and paste this command, truncate a table name. So click on OK. So and connect like this. So this is going to be renaming. So what you do, you delete or truncate all rows or all data from policy table. So stage policy, right? So you need to write like this. So what you're doing, you're always deleting the data in the destination table first. Then you're loading, you don't get any duplicate data. Clear? So first you delete the data here, you load the data. Now you stop this, you go back and let me delete this command. Now let us execute. Now you have only 1,000 rows. Even though you try to execute it, you are able to get always 1,000 rows. Before loading the data to the destination, you are truncating the data in the destination and loading the fresh data. So you go back and check it here. You always get like this only. So one table I have done. Second table you should be able to do on your own tomorrow. So revenue type and finance that currency transaction type you have to do on your own tomorrow. And once you do these four tables, and tomorrow I'll show you how to load the data to the staging with the help of Excel. Now the second table is revenue type. Now you take a new package like this and rename load revenue. I have taken. Now what should I should already have the connections. What I should do? I have to go to data flow task, double click on this. Now drag and drop OLEDB source, double click on this. Now you have two connections. You need not click on connections here. Choose source, click on OK. Now table or view. What is the second table? Second table is called revenue type. Now you simply go choose the revenue type, right? Now come down. So revenue type come down. So a lot of tables we have, right? Slowly you have to come down. After P, revenue type R. The table name is here. Columns, we have it these many columns. Click on OK. Now you need to dump all the data to the OLEDB destination. Now you connect like this. Double click on this. Now this is what staging. Choose that. And we don't have any table. You need to click on the new and naming convention. You need to follow like this. So you need to give stage underscores revenue type. This is the table name. So same naming convention you should follow. Go here and go here and rename. Clear? And paste it. So don't do anything, click on OK. Always you need to click on mappings. If you don't click on mapping, simply click on OK. You will be able to get this kind of an error. So always double click on this, click on mappings. Naming convention is very, very important. So what is that? Revenue type staging. Now you save and the same thing. So whenever you load the data to the staging, you make sure you have to delete the data and load the data. If you execute this before executing it, close all but this, the next package will get closed. Save, click on the start button. Now revenue type is loading the data. The second table, you can say select star from the table name. The table name, you go to the staging, revenue type, like that. You are going to be loading the data. So remove all of them. Now this you can just execute it. but make sure that you're pointing to this. Now you have got two rows, but if you execute once more, you are going to get a duplicated data. Okay, so I should not have the duplicated data here. So to overcome that, what should I do? I have to say truncate table. This table name, you simply put copy and you say go and take this command always copy, go here, drag and drop execute SQL task, connect. Now you continue further. Connected to the staging destination and give this command control V. Now save and start. So you delete the data from the destination, you load the data to the destination. You always get only two rows now. Now this is what is the second table. Like that, you're going to be doing with the third table. Guys, you do with the next tables, and if you get any kind of an issues, you just call me tomorrow when we connect. So you should be able to do that. Okay, you can show me your screens and you can tell me your issues. Okay, so this is what is the thing that you should do it. All these four tables you should be able to do without fail, guys. Okay, so these are the four. You can follow this video. These four tables data you should be able to load by creating one SSIS project. Then tomorrow we're going to be working with these four tables. These are very basic. These are very basic. Tomorrow we'll implement logging. Then we'll create a data warehousing and we'll go further. Many people with they don't get any kind of an issues now, but after from Monday, Tuesday, you will get a lot of issues because slowly the complexity will increase. Am I clear? So if you have any doubts, you can call me anytime or you can also ask me if you have some doubts. Thank you, guys.